everyone. Good to see you guys all tonight, everyone. Good to see you guys all tonight.
I want to thank you all for attending the Racing for Recovery support group meeting.
The Racing for Recovery support
We here are
group
focused on maintaining a drug-free
We
and
here are
healthy
focused on
lifestyle.
maintaining a drug-free
And since
and healthy
2001, our
lifestyle.
open forum
And since
meeting
2001, our open forum
adolescents,
meeting welcomes
recovering
parents,
individuals,
adolescents,
and anyone who
recovering
supports our
individuals,
mission.
and anyone who
Your
supports our
suggestions,
mission.
your comments, or
Your
ideas
suggestions,
are welcome
your
to make our
comments,
meetings
or
the best
ideas
they
are
can
welcome
be.
to make our meetings
The
the best
Racing
they
for
can be.
Recovery support group meeting
The
is a
Racing for
cutting-edge
Recovery support
alternative
group meeting
to
is a
what is currently
cutting-edge
offered
alternative to
and
what
by
is
combining
currently
substance
offered,
abusers,
and by combining
families and
substance
friends,
abusers,
and the public at
families and
large,
friends,
we have
and the
created
public
an
at
environment
large.
that is
We have
beneficial
created
to
an
everyone,
environment
that
that
is
is
affected by
beneficial
alcohol
to
and drug
everyone,
addiction.
that has been affected by alcohol and drug addiction.
Our meeting start time is 6:30.
Our meeting start
Thank you all for being
time is
on
6:30.
time.
Thank you all for being on time.
Please turn off your cell phones and refrain
Please
from
turn off
making
your cell
posts to
phones
social
and
media
refrain
during
from
the
making
meeting.
posts to social media during the
Please only
meeting.
one person speak at a time.
Please only
You can
one
raise your
person
hand,
speak at a
and
time.
Mitchell
You can
over
raise
here
your
will take
hands,
names and
and
call on
Mitchell
you.
over here will take names
We
and
will
call on
gladly
you.
sign your attendance
We will
slips, and you can
gladly
get
sign your
that
attendance
discussion,
slips,
and you can get the
because Tim is giving out autographs.
Because Tim is giving out autographs. Honesty is required. Feel
Honesty
free
is
to openly
required.
share your comments and
Feel
points
free
of
to
view
openly
how
share your
substance
comments
abuse
and
has
points of
impacted
view how
your life,
substance
your
abuse
family's
has
life,
impacted
your
your
friends'
life,
lives.
your family's life, your
This meeting
friends'
is open
lives.
to people of all
This meeting
ages
is
and it
open to
welcomes
people of
diversity.
all ages, and it
Please
welcomes
refrain from
diversity.
using excessive
Please
foul
refrain
language
from using
and language
excessive
that
foul language
discriminates
and
against any
language that
race,
discriminates
gender,
against any
religion,
race,
ethnicity,
religion,
sexual orientation,
ethnicity,
or disability
sexual
in order to
orientation,
maintain
or
an
disability
atmosphere
in
of
order to
respect and
maintain an
dignity.
atmosphere of respect
If you
and
see a
dignity.
visitor, a new member, or a
If you see a
returning member
visitor,
that
a
you
new
haven't
member,
seen in
or
a
a
while,
returning member that
please
you
welcome
haven't
them
seen in a
into our
while,
group.
please welcome them into our group.
Your confidentiality is important to us.
Your
However, please be
confidentiality is
mindful if
important
this
to
is a
us.
live
However,
stream
please
meeting,
be
it is
mindful
open
if
to
this is a
Racing for
live stream
Recovery
meeting, it
members
is
around
open
the
to
globe,
Racing for
which it
Recovery
is.
members around the globe,
Please
which
refrain
it
from
is.
getting up and leaving
Please
during the
refrain from
meeting
getting
in
up and
progress.
leaving during the
Please
meeting
throw
in
away your
progress.
trash in the proper
Please throw away your
receptacles.
trash in the
And if
proper
you're
receptacles.
smoking, we
And if
encourage
you're
you to just please
smoking,
stop.
we encourage you to just please stop. Is there anyone
Who
Is
here
there
for the first
anyone
time tonight?
who is here
by
for the first
chance
time
to a meeting?
tonight by chance to a meeting? And I see a few returning members we haven't had in a while, and that's really nice. I want to invite the designated reader to read the guidelines to living a lifestyle of recovery.
Danielle.
Hi, the guidelines, excuse me, the guidelines for living a lifestyle of recovery. The lifestyle of recovery guidelines are intended to be utilized by the recovering individuals, their families, and anyone else who is striving to avoid substance abuse and achieve sobriety. Guidelines, number 1, recognizing that substance abuse ruins lives. 2, wanting to pursue alternatives to substance abuse such as education, employment, quality relationships, health and fitness. 3, using resources such as friends, families, teachers, and peers as a way to achieve and remain sober. Adding sports, art, or music to these resources will help you stay focused and motivated. 4, defining balance and working toward making it a part of everyday life. 5, building self-esteem and confidence through sobriety to combat negative feelings regarding oneself. 6, understanding that negative behaviors of isolation and self-pity lead to self-destruction. 7, lifting a person up is different than allowing them to continue their destructive lifestyles. Be there for yourself and be patient with your friends and family. 8, learning how to help without supporting the addict's behavior. Providing assistance to the recovering individual that will improve their lives, not further their usage. And 9, recognizing personal challenges and integrating them into our lifestyle as challenges to triumph over. 10, caring for our personal, emotional, physical, and spiritual individuality is the source we use for our sense of worth. Excuse me. Each person is truly magnificent. Our mission at Racing for Recovery is to prevent all forms of substance abuse by promoting a lifestyle of fitness and health for all those affected by addiction.
Thanks so
Thank you,
much,
Annie.
appreciate you. Introductions or announcements first? Okay, we're gonna do introductions next, and you do not have to identify as an alcoholic or an addict, but if it is helpful to you, feel free to do so. So we just wanna know your name, we wanna know what made you decide to join us tonight. And you know what, I'm gonna keep it simple, cause we're about emotions around here. How about give us an emotion that you are feeling right now, right here? Please. And what side do we want to start with? And how about we start over here? Heather, you wanna start? Sorry, I caught you off guard, babe.
There was a baby in my defense.
No, I, 1,000.
Baby.
1,000.
What was the
It was the
question?
introduction, oh yeah, what brought you here and just the emotion you're feeling right now, just right now.
Well, I'm here because this is home. This is the only place that's ever really made me feel like home. And I'm feeling very weak. I've been sick for quite some time and I'm coming out of it, so very weak.
I'm sorry, sweetheart. I hope you feel better, babe.
Thank you.
Hi,
Good to see you.
I'm Tony. I'm here supporting Heather. I feel a little peace right now. Just feel peace.
Great answer. Back to the wall.
What's up?
Bye.
Anyway, I just got here today, so I'm feeling tired, and I'm here just to get my mind off alcohol right now.
What's your name, sir?
Chris.
Chris, welcome.
Welcome, Chris.
Oh, my name's Andy and I'm feeling positive.
Love it. Thank you, Andy. Look like we're coming over here to you, if that's okay.
My name's Amy. I'm here giving up alcohol and I'm feeling pretty chill.
Love it, Amy. Thank you.
My name's Cote. It's Thursday. It's nowhere else I belong except for here. I'm feeling accomplished and content.
Love it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Cortez.
Thanks.
Hi, sir. What's your name?
My name is Kirby, and I'm here because this is where I want to be right now, and I'm feeling peaceful.
So good to see you, Kirk.
See you too, Miss Kirby.
My name is Cody. I'm here because there ain't nothing better to do on a Thursday night. Feeling really ecstatic and a lot of nostalgia for me in the room right now, so that's really nice.
Really good to see you, Cody.
Good to see you too.
Howdy, I'm Blaze. I'm here tonight. This meeting supports my wellness journey. And I feel excited.
Thank you, Liz. And your name, young man?
Richard, it's Kelly, right? It's nice to meet you. I'm at peace.
It's good to hear.
I'm Ryan. Here to be with my peers. I would say tonight I'm feeling at ease.
I'm Jason. I'm here because this is the place to be on Thursday, and I'm feeling excited.
I'm Joe. Just here, my second home. It's where I belong, and feeling grateful.
Thank you, Jim.
Alex, I'm here because this meeting's part of my recovery, and I'm feeling calm.
Love it.
I'm Kenzie. I'm here because this is what I've done every Thursday for the past, I don't even know how long. And one word I'm feeling is content.
I'm Kim. I'm here to support my daughter and I feel hopeful. Hopeful.
Nice.
Evening, I'm Thomas. I'm just here to see what Mitchell made tonight for dinner, and I'm stuck here for the meeting. Feeling pretty content today.
My name is James, and I came to racing for recovery because my life was unmanageable. I hit rock bottom, and I'm ready for a life of sobriety, and I'm feeling determined and confident.
I'm Bradley. I'm here to give and get support, and one emotion I feel is excited.
I like that.
My name is Austin. I came with my friend Melissa to support her and y'all. I've never been here before. It's my first time. I appreciate the welcome, everybody. My emotion I'm feeling is actually peaceful, happy, and grateful.
Hi, Melissa. This is what I do on Thursdays. I love this place. And I'm feeling optimistic.
Workshop. I'm here because this is where I want to be. I'm feeling open-minded.
It's a good one.
My name's Corey. I'm here because I choose to be. One emotion I'm feeling is curious.
Hi, I'm Danielle, and excuse me, my throat. I'm here to give and receive support, and I would say that I'm feeling uplifted and focused.
Is there anyone that's back on the wall? I know you choose not to have your faces shown, but is there anyone back on the wall that would like to just share? If not your name, maybe how you're feeling tonight? Anybody want to say anything?
I'm Boots. I'm here tonight because I value my life, and I'm feeling content.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Yeah, I'm Case. Feeling cheerful tonight.
That case. Good over here. This side, anybody? Nope. Okay. How about you, sir?
I'm Mitchell. I am here to support everyone's stomachs. No, I'm here because I also value my life, and for me, this is a life or death battle. An emotion that I'm feeling right this second, anxious. No, I.
Good
anxious?
Huh?
Good anxious?
Good anxious.
Oh, well then that's a good thing. I take it back.
Thank you.
And you.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Tim. This is part of my journey for my self-discovery. Plus, it's Thursday. This is what we do. I really enjoy this part of the week. I am feeling at ease this evening.
I like that. Hi guys, I'm Kelly. I am here because it is what I do on Thursdays. Everyone that knows me knows it's where I am on Thursdays, and if I'm not here without notice, to come looking for me. I say it every week and I mean it genuinely. I think that today I am also feeling at ease or content or calm. And I don't know if it's just the feeling in the room, because a lot of people kind of had the same type of answer tonight, and it's just, I can feel it in this room tonight. So yeah, I like that. It's very cool.
Yes.
Designated reader, please, for the answer,
That's Kenzie.
and that would be Kenzie.
The Answer by Donald D. Carr. Running from the misery, trying to escape the pain, as I approach the light of hope that lies before me. Each step overwhelms me. Every breath sears my throat. I ache, my body rebels against me, my memories torment me. Agony has become my closest companion. My demons mock me as I dangle helplessly above the abyss of alcohol and drug abuse. The voices all sound the same, criticizing, accusing, blaming me for what has happened. They don't understand. They don't care who I am. I'm a human being, full of thoughts and feelings. I'm worth saving. Just show me the way. At last, I reach the light of promise. There stands the answer. Open arms, understanding smiles, looks of trust, and so it begins, racing for recovery.
Thanks, James. Timothy, might you have any announcements for us this evening?
Oh, yeah, I do. Forgot that part. I'm also here to do announcements this evening.
Very useful.
Okay. So these are our announcements for the week. These are our live stream and in-person support group meetings that we offer here at Racing for Recovery. Please feel free to bring your friends and family with you. So on Mondays, we have a book study group here at the center, and that is from 4 until 5 in the afternoon. And they're currently going over our new book, Elevate. Tuesday, we have a men and women support group meeting, and that is from 4 to 5 in the afternoon. Wednesday, we have the BAC recovery group. The dinner for that starts at 6 p.m. The shuttle will pick up in front of the suites over there at 5:15. And the meeting for that is the 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Thursday, today, we have the plant-based dinner and music here. That starts at 5:30 till 6:30. Followed by this live stream support group meeting, which runs from 6:30 to 7:30. Saturdays, we have community connections from 2:30 in the afternoon until 5. And if you don't know what that is, it is bring your friends, your family, everybody you can think of. Come here to the building. We have a good time. Games, pool table, cornhole, all kinds of cool stuff. Just a big group of us getting together and having fun. Although this week and this day after tomorrow, this Saturday, we have canceled it unfortunately due to weather.
Okay.
So we will pick up the following Saturday. And then on Sunday, we have the Bedford Alliance Church service, and the shuttle for that, 10:15 in front of the suites. The service starts at 11. If you could follow us on social media for live streams and updates, leave us a review on Google, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Can we give a shout out to Chef Dean, all the kitchen volunteers for the absolutely delicious. And also a big thank you to our tech crew up there in the booth tonight. We have Matthew and Jeff.
Yes.
Thank you guys. That's all I have for now.
You know what I just thought of? Matthew and Jeff, you didn't share your emotions for this evening. Do you guys feel like sharing? Jeff, what's your emotion if you had to peg it today?
Vulnerable now. My name's Jeff, and the emotion that I am feeling besides that is quietly confident.
I like that.
I'm Matt. I'm feeling quietly anxious. I'm moving out of my apartment right now. I picked the worst time of year to do it. Kinda didn't really have a choice though. But for good things, slowly moving in with my girlfriend, which I'm excited about. But it's just a lot moving. It's just a pain in the ass. So a little frazzled right now.
Thanks for the honesty. Appreciate that. Okay, before we start the meeting tonight with a topic, I'd like to just reach out and ask if anyone has anything that they would like to share. Good, bad, and different from the week that maybe has been going on that you want to share.
My name's Austin. So yesterday was my birthday, my 28th birthday. I have been struggling a lot because my mom passed away, and then on top of that, a friend of mine that I call little sister, she also passed away at the age of 17. Just been going through a lot lately. Stuff going on where I'm staying at, and I just been trying to keep myself together. I've been 11 months clean and sober. It's just really rough for me the past few weeks that I passed.
Thank you for sharing that. I appreciate your vulnerability, and I'm glad that you're here. You're in a really good place for that. Lots of support here, and happy birthday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And congratulations on 11 months.
Thank you.
Amen to that. Thank you.
Is that 11 months?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Good smile. I like it. Anybody else have anything they want to share? Okay. Well, me and Tim and Matt were doing some talking about some stuff today to bring up. And I can remember when I first got here, one of the terms that was thrown around here a lot was doing the work. How we have to decide to do our own work, what the work is for us, and figuring out what that was. For the longest time, I was like, WTF, what does doing the work even mean? What does that mean? Give me a list of what that work is, tell me what to do, make me better. Trying to figure out what that work was. And I do think that, and in my opinion, and if you agree, doing the work can be different for all of us to get us to where we're wanting to get. From where I was coming through the doors here to where I am now, has been, for me, a lot of mental work, a lot of shutting up and listening, a lot of letting the process kind of flow, not being in a hurry, sitting still and learning, especially from my mistakes, because gosh knows I've made a lot of them since I've been here, and learning from them. I learned a lot from our groups. No matter how long I sat here, I always seemed to find something to learn from the groups. A big thing for me was communication, working on learning how to communicate and how to listen when someone else communicates. That was a big thing for me. Patience. The whole 3 words on our shirt that I thought were a bunch of crap when I walked through the door. And now when I sit for a moment and think about it, I use that every day. It makes me a better person, genuinely. I'm wondering, conversation about what is your work? What kind of work are you doing? What have you found? What do you want to work on? Just a conversation to be had, genuinely. Share with us, please.
Now we have Bradley.
Yeah, what I'm working on, and I've been working on for past almost 4 years, is self-love and trying to focus 100% on my stability of my recovery, mentally and physically recovery. I can say this time around, I did more in the past 2 months than I did last time I was here. I'm talking about how I feel, and I'm working on me 100% instead of worrying about other things that are going on outside my control. I'm not trying to control everything now. I'm trying to just work on me, and that's what I'm here to do. That's my goal. You know, I came in here not knowing how to read or write. Now I can. I'm going for my GED here pretty soon. But I'm doing it this time.
Yes, you are.
I was gonna say, I appreciate that. And, I've seen all of that, and I can feel that too. Just by your calmness, the changes, the things that you've done, physical changes, obviously. It's, yeah, it's a different feeling this time. I can see it, I can feel it. The control thing was a huge thing for me, and it still is. Some days, that was a huge thing for me, to let go and realize I can't have control of everything. Very big for me. I get that. Thank you so much, Bradley. Yes.
I just wanted to say, I mean, like, I've heard it before, but I don't know if I've ever said it. That you coming in and when you tell your story, that's amazing. It's inspiring. I mean, that's huge for coming from so far away and achieving what you have here. I'm just letting you know. Congratulations. That's amazing. I'm happy.
To me, it's not blood. It's the people that are surrounding you that are doing the work and doing the same thing that you're doing. It's family to me.
Too true. be true. I'm
Yeah.
happy for you.
Yeah, inspiring is a great word when it comes to Bradley.
Next up, Corey.
For me, like, truly, like, accepting that I do believe using drugs is a choice rather than, you know, the alternative of being a disease. Like, it's allowed me to, like, look inside myself in a way I never have before. You know, making good choices is simple, but it's also complex at the same time. You know, like, by accepting that it's a choice and believing it, because inside me I believed it, but like I didn't live it. You know what I mean? I didn't live in that belief. I just was like in the middle. But like to accept that, like I've been able to like understand that I didn't know what I believed. I didn't know what morals I was living by. I didn't even know what I valued. I didn't have any standards or boundaries in which I communicate or engage with people. So like, by accepting that it's a choice and like believing that and acting on that and like actually taking a look at what I think to be true while being guided by, you know, Racing's staff, like I'm truly learning how to be empathetic. I'm learning how to communicate better. I'm learning how to nurture relationships. I'm learning how to validate myself rather than attach my sense of self-worth to what other people tell me. My relationships are getting better in a short amount of time, you know. So it's understanding what I believe to be true now gives me a sense of calm that I've never had before, and I'm just excited to just keep learning, because by accepting that it's a choice and believing that in my soul, like it gives me power that I didn't know I had. Like I can act on what I believe to be true and what I want in my life. I can walk away from situations that I don't think serve me anymore, because I'm starting to be able to overcome codependency and just say that person's not good for me, or I don't want that type of communication. You know, like before I would just accept things into my life and complain about them or not do anything, and those are all choices that I made. You know, so it's like, yeah, I had trauma, yeah, I've had this, that, and the third happen to me, but it's like, it's ultimately on me to choose how to move forward in my life. And if I never choose to move forward in my life, I'm going to keep getting the same results that I always had. So it's hard work, it's mentally taxing, but it's like when I actually do the things that I believe I need to do, like I do feel a sense of validation for myself. I do feel better. I see it in the way that I communicate with people. I see it in just how I feel and what my mind's geared towards. I used to never, the empathy thing is really what gets me. I didn't know I was so selfish. I swear, someone would say something and I'd just be like, yeah, I remember a time when I went through that, blah, blah, and like that's not empathy. You know, I'm learning what true empathy is here, holding space for someone else's feelings without making it about myself. You know, it's simple, but I just never really knew, you know. I was so living in a way that I didn't even know I was living. So it's like, to understand I have the choice to act how I want to act, it's really making a big difference in my life.
I really appreciate that, everything that you said. And for me to find out how much I didn't know when I got here, that a lot of what you just said, the things that I didn't even realize about myself, that I had a choice to change things and make things better. Definitely, I can relate to a lot of that.
Yeah, I was as you were speaking and you were talking about the Racing for Recovery staff, and I got to thinking the three of us were not staff, so the dynamic that peers have and the effects that peers have on one another around here, along with the staff, and the way that we all work together to complete the end goal of being better humans and make better choices and feel better about those choices, as a matter of fact. And what it really means to be human, to have good days with the bad days and not let the bad days take away from the good days, and the mistakes that, they just are that. They're just mistakes, and you learn from them and you move on. And that was just, when you were speaking, that was what was coming to my head. And really glad that you're here. So glad you made it here.
Thank you, Rachel.
And that brings us to Heather.
So I've been in this program for 14 months. And just now, 2 months ago, I came to this big epiphany. This is where I'm gonna echo some of what Corey just said. It took me a good solid 12 months to realize that external validation was my first drug of choice. It's what led me through every dangerous open door I could possibly go through. It wasn't the crack cocaine, it wasn't the heroin, it wasn't any of that. It was my need to be needed, my need to be validated through other people, my need to be accepted, to be part of, to be around others. That's what led me to the boys and the drugs and all that, was the external validation. And I just realized this 2 months ago. I'm not saying that I haven't done work in the past year, but I think I have yet to do the most important work, which is what I'm embarking upon now. And that is making sure that I am giving myself every single thing that I need. Everything I need is coming from me or my spiritual bodyguards or my best friend. Nobody else. Because those people are safe for me to receive from. I can't risk losing everything that I built, continuing to care what this person thinks, what that person thinks, put my worth in other people's hands. I cannot risk that. I deserve better and my children deserve better. So today I'm working on telling myself I'm proud of little things that I do throughout the day. Not, oh, praise Jesus, look what he did. Not just that, because that's usually what I do. I have to remember the parts that I'm doing within what the Lord has done. Because I'm doing work too. And I have to give myself credit every day for those little things. Because the more and more I do that, the less and less I'll depend on other people. I'll be able to, it'll come more natural to me the more and more I do it for the little things. And that's the work for me today, is making sure that when I leave here, I am able to provide myself with everything that I need. And I don't have to put everything that I've built at risk by depending on somebody else. That's the work that I'm doing. So it takes some time. Sometimes. It took me a year for that to smack me in my face. That inner child work too. That's probably the biggest thing that racing has helped me work through here, is hugging little Heather and letting her know that it's okay when she shows up. Not allowing her to run shit, and not allowing, not excusing my behaviors because she showed up either. You know, the trauma isn't our fault, but it's our responsibility in how we react, how we act and how we treat people. You know, so that's just some of the work that I've been doing. And it's so refreshing when I see new people come in here and not even in a month, the revelations that they're already making about themselves. It's like it's happening for me all over again when I experience it through new peers. It's just a gift that just keeps giving, you know. because you know how that new peer is feeling, because you've been there. You know, you remember what it felt like to start learning about yourself. So.
It's so cool to listen to you talk like that, so cool. Yeah, and to realize where needing that validation from others came from. Like you said, learning it from the inner child, learning why and what happened, and that you can change it.
Yeah.
You don't have to be the way that you were raised. You don't have to be that identity that was taught to you while you were a child. You don't have to be that. You can make the changes.
Absolutely,
When
100%.
you realize you have the choice to be who you want to be. I love that.
I have a question. So would you say, like, when you catch yourself looking for that external validation or something outside of yourself, is it easy?
I check my intent every day, all day. My intent. What is my intent when I'm about to say this? What is my intent when I'm about to do this? What is my intent when I'm about to this? I'm checking my intent periodically throughout the day, multiple times a day. By doing that, I'm breaking that habit of, oh, I'm gonna go do this because I want somebody to tell me they're proud of me. You know what I mean? I'm breaking those habits by doing that, by constantly checking myself. It's exhausting. It's exhausting. I get on my own darn nerves. I don't need nobody to drive me crazy. I really do. But just by checking my intent behind everything that I'm doing. And we was talking, I don't mean to be long, but we was talking today. It's hard sometimes for me to be proud of myself because I don't want to get complacent. We were talking about being complacent today. I feel like if I tell myself I'm proud of myself all the time, then I'm going to get lazy. There's a balance. And that takes work too, knowing that balance. We were talking about that group today, you know. So there's so many things that come with it.
I was asking for you because I could relate to kind of what you were saying, and the first thing that came to my mind, and still it's something that I do to this day, is it takes a lot of discipline within yourself to change a mindset that I felt like that's all I ever knew. You know? So, yeah.
That's very true.
Good on you.
Up next, we have Kenzie.
Hello.
Hello.
So I had to learn that I am Kenzie. That was the biggest thing that I had to learn coming in here, and I'm still learning it today. We say it a lot. The drugs and alcohol were the easy thing for me to put down, and that I'm not Kenzie the alcoholic, Kenzie the mother, Kenzie the daughter. I am Kenzie. But in that took a lot of work in being able to find that girl again. And in order to do that, I have to stay consistent. I realized at 10 months when I wasn't staying consistent that I ended up backpedaling. And that one back pedal took me back, I felt like a million steps. Granted, I knew, like, I'm grateful for that now, but it's still hard for me to look at. And I need to believe in myself. Coming in here, I didn't believe in myself or that it was possible to find myself again, or that I was just gonna keep hitting these rock bottoms. Because after a while, I did learn that there is no rock bottom for me. It's either I stop or eventually I'm going to die. And then I needed to learn to put the oxygen mask on myself before I was able to be the mother that my children need. It's still really hard not getting them as much as I want or going through all the court stuff, but I can promise that I would rather be here than go out again and have the chance of losing them for good. That was really a really hard pill for me to swallow. And I had to learn to be grateful for things. Like, even though I'm going to court, I'm still grateful that I get to have my kids in my life. I'm not entitled to anything. I'm not even entitled to being a mother, even though I had them. And learning to have fun and not hiding. like learning to do things and have fun doing them was kind of hard for me. Like going bowling and skating, like what's wrong with these people? I remember coming in and we were having like Halloween parties and all that shit. And I'm like, how do you guys do karaoke without drinking alcohol?
Amen.
Amen. But you know what? I do it and I have fun.
Yep.
And I remember it the next day. Boundaries were really important for me and hard to learn. That's the work that I'm doing right now is boundaries, even with her. I think that there's a lot that I need to work on in my core, and I'm like my core values, and that was just a lot of my work. I don't know, there's a lot in recovery. I think it's a lot in life, it's not just recovery.
Amen to that, yeah. I thought the same thing, how are you having this much fun and not drinking? And we have some damn good times around here.
Yes, we do.
Some fun times around here. Sobriety can be fun, believe it or not. So much of what you just said. I'm so familiar. Yeah, and the whole part about, the whole identity part of when you would be asked who you are. And the first on the list would always be a mom and a grandma and an aunt and a friend. It was never me. And when I was asked things like, well, what is it that makes you be you, or what do you like to do? I had no frigging idea. I just followed everybody else. I didn't know exactly what it was I liked to do. I didn't want to be sitting alone, hated sitting alone by myself, just whatever else anybody was doing, let's just go do that. Yeah, sounds real familiar, definitely.
Alright, next up is Austin.
My name's Austin. There's quite a few things I'm working on. Self-love, self-care, and also boundaries. I can say I've came this far through the program I'm going through because I have a lot of support that helps me with things that I need help with. Boundaries, I used to have a lot of problems setting boundaries because I just let everybody walk over me. And then I get in trouble or I get hurt, Boundaries is one of the big ones for me. So far I have been setting up boundaries lately. Proud of myself for that. I have been taking care of myself more instead of isolating. Because all I ever did after I lost my mom and my friend and whoever else passed away in my life, after I lost them, I've been isolating a lot more. But lately, for some reason, something told me that I need to get up and get out and do what makes me happy instead of drinking and all that. So I got out, came to this meeting because I wanted to check it out, to be honest, and support Melissa. It's just, when I tell myself that I am worth every bit of my life, because I used to tell myself I'm not worth anything. But I just figured that loving myself is more important than drugs and alcohol. Because if it wasn't for me loving myself, I wouldn't be sitting in this room or in recovery. I've been in and out of recovery for a while now. But I actually feel safe where I'm at and supported. And then most of these people are really new to me, but I'll get used to it. Other than that, the self-care part, lately I have not been brushing my hair and stuff like that. I have gotten myself into a routine. I do it every night before I go to bed, and I do it every morning before I go to group, which is a big change in my life. And being sober has changed me for the good. That I pass.
Yeah, the little steps, start with the little steps.
Certainly does. Keep coming back.
Thank you.
Okay. Senor Flores.
Alright, so when I think about work, the first word that comes to my mind is action. So for me, it's been a lot of taking the tools that I've learned through this process and taking them out into the real world and actually utilizing those tools in everyday scenarios. You know, and it if anybody knows me, I've been here a while, and nothing happened overnight for me. So I had to put a lot of what I call work in, which is the actual encounters, my actual experiences, real life situations, whatever the case is. And on top of that, you know, I had to figure out how to solve my own problems. That entailed finding the sources of things, whether it's my internal stuff, whether it's something painful, whether it's something outside of this, you know, finding the sources and going to that. Facing a lot of stuff head on and a lot of action to get there. And like I'm saying, this stuff did not happen overnight, and it's still not. Everything's not like what it's today, but I'm still working on it. So I think it's very important for me to also stand behind my word. When I tell something or I say something to somebody, I'm not just gonna say to them, I'm gonna be there for it, or I'm gonna help that person out, whatever it is. Is really standing behind my word, letting my actions speak for themselves, and just changing. Because when I came here, yes, I lived a life, you know what I mean? I started a family, but I needed to change. So in order to change, I had to put in a lot of work, and I'm still in that process of changing and trying to grow. So if I'm trying to change, I gotta put a lot of work in. I have to change my mindset. I have to change the way I'm moving. I have to change the way I'm thinking. I have to change the way I'm acting. I have to recognize my emotions. I have to find what's causing my pain. Nobody's just gonna hand me that shit. I have to figure that out myself. There's people here to guide me. There's people here to talk to, but no one else is gonna do that work but me. And I have to figure that out on my own with a lot of patience, a lot of drive, whatever it is, that determination to make them changes. But at the end of the day, I have to really look at everything, and it all falls back on me. And I made my choices, you know what I mean? Like whatever I'm choosing to do is gonna be my way, not that, you know, another person's way. You know, it's who I lay down with that night, and that's myself. So, yeah. But I learned my most important parts of my work, you know, came from a lot of my experiences outside of here. Because we're here, you know, I mean, yes, we are surrounded by peers and support, but out there, you know what I mean, like you're on your own, taking on the real shit, the real life scenarios. I'm not protected out there, you know what I mean? Born and raised in Toledo, but I have to change myself here as well. So that being said, I'm continuously learning, I'm continuously never updating my hard drive, you know what I mean, trying to adjust to life's situations, but there's always gonna be work, and yeah, I'm glad that, you know, I was able to learn, or that I'm still learning the tools that I need to, you know, fix these problems or face these problems as my life continues. So, yeah, work, it's always there. So that's all I got.
Yeah, if we want to be better, there's always going to be work, plain and simple. If we want to be better people, we're always going to be working. It's never going to be the end. We're not going to be all done with that.
We're not.
I'm sorry, Tim.
Would you say that giving yourself the time to sit still and experience some of those real life situations while you're here is part of work?
Absolutely. I mentioned that to Heather earlier. I said, if I had if I put a time frame on my sobriety, it wouldn't work. It would not work for me at all. So being able to take that time and yes, experience. I'm not gonna lie. I try to fix as many things as I could as possible while I'm here. You know what I mean? Like whether it's the bridges that I burnt, health issues, physical issues, mental issues. And I said, shit, I'm gonna try to do it right. I've tried it before, did it, yeah, I thought I worked, so I had to recognize that I had to put in more work. And yes, and I absolutely utilized all the time that I had here and never put a time frame on it at all. At all. But yeah, good point. Thank you.
Yeah, it's one of the pros to being here. There isn't a time limit. It isn't one of those 30, 60, 90s and you're out. Stay and take advantage for as long as you can. Gosh knows I surely did, and I'm still growing every single day. Okay, so we have 4 names still on our list, and we have about 8 minutes. Just letting everybody know. Everybody's gonna get a chance to speak, but just letting you know.
Alex?
Oh yeah, for where I'm at in my recovery, what the work looks like for me is, like it's been said before, like figuring out who I am, and being authentic, and then that comes with also like being objective too, like and setting achievable goals and doing them. So like I have to the work that I'm doing right now is figuring out like what I really want in life, and then setting small achievable goals and work towards that. And for what that looks like for me is like, well, physical fitness is going to be part of it. I want to go back to school, and staying sober, like giving myself the time to like really figure out. I've been using substances since I was 14. You know, I just don't even know what I really want in life, and I'm at a point where it's like I should be asking myself that question. At least I feel. And it's not. I don't want to turn out to. I don't want to just be like a job title, or like I want to be something that means something to me, and that's what I'm trying to figure out. So, and then what I really struggle with is like being objective, though, is like setting. It's not just what I expect myself to be. It's like I have to really break it down into like small digestible chunks and then work towards that. And that's the work. It's like figuring out what that looks like for me over the next however long. So yeah.
I appreciate that, thank you.
Stop. Coke tea.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it short, but coming into this process, I feel like it's a lot like faith. Faith without works doesn't work, and neither does sobriety without works. It doesn't work. You have to. We have all the help, the guidance, the structure, but at the end of the day, you got to wake up and make those decisions. And there's mornings I wake up and I'll roll over and I yell to Blaze, I don't wanna go to school, I don't wanna do this, but it's the fact that we get to do this and embracing that work and doing the work. And it's not, I don't look at it like, oh, I have to do this, it's the gratitude I get to do the work. I have the time in my life right now to spend on this. And looking at it as a thing, it's part of the new lifestyle that we're looking to lead, or at least I'm looking to lead, is dealing with this stuff without an easy button, dealing with it and coping as a human, being a real human, using these skills and embracing the bad days with the good as best as we can, as best as I can with the skills I have. And if, just making through the day, that's a win sometimes too. Or, hitting all the check marks on the to-do list, going for a meal, hanging out with friends, that's a great day too. So it's like embracing the good with the bad, embracing that I don't need to use a substance to feel better, to get through, plow through the day, to get what I want done, to live a more complete, balanced life. That's nice, and it's not gonna work without work. You gotta get up and go do it, So that's my spiel. Thanks for listening. I'll be here all week.
Thank you.
Next up is James.
Hi, I'm James, and I just came to Racing for Recovery on the 16th of January, and I was scared and nervous to, I've never really pictured myself doing this with my life. My life was out of control. I'm working on honesty, being honest with myself and honest with people around me. I'm done with lying to everybody, lying to myself. I'm also working on being open-minded, taking positive and negative criticism all, in the same sense. And willingness, I'm working on willingness. I'm willing to let the help me. This didn't work the way I was doing things with my life, so, I'm here. And I'm definitely working on accountability, because I'm just sick of being counted out. I want to be counted on. So with that, I pass.
I appreciate that, the whole lying to yourself thing. That's a big thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I find it harder to be honest with myself than
Anybody else.
Yeah, right.
I
But yeah,
agree.
the letting the program work or the help is key. All right, next up, Andy.
For me, it's the inner work and having the courage to dig deep enough to unbury the emotional stuff, and then when I start to expose it and understand it, it's came to where I can no longer operate from like a victim mentality. I have to take accountability for my choices and actions after that, and it actually empowers me and helps me build self-esteem after dealing with that stuff, because I can catch myself when them feelings arrive again, that there's no more excuses of why I keep running in this circle and making these decisions, because the stuff is getting exposed and I'm working through them. So that's been the biggest amount of work for me here, and I will say that's different from the time I was here before, is taking the time and sitting down and actually dealing with, I would say for me, the stuff that really matters, the meat and potatoes of why I was doing the thing to sabotage my own life.
Thank you very much, Andy, I appreciate it. Is there anyone else that wants to add anything before we finish up? Are we all good? I appreciate all of you very much. And could we have Melissa read the autobiography in 5 short chapters, please?
Autobiography in 5 short chapters by Portia Nelson. 1. I walk down the street, there's a deep hole on the sidewalk. I fall in. I am lost, I am hopeless. It isn't my fault, it takes care to find a way out. 2. I walk down the same street, there's a deep hole in the sidewalk. I pretend I don't see it, I fall in again. I can't believe I am in the same place, but it isn't my fault. It takes a long time to get out. 3, I walk down the same street, there's a deep hole in the sidewalk. I see it is there, I still fall in, it's a habit. My eyes are open, I know where I am, it is my fault, I get out immediately. 4, I walk down the same street, there's a deep hole in the sidewalk, I walk around it. 5, I walk down another street.
Thank you guys, thank you.